Good morning, everybody. Unfrequented world. Today we're going to start our review on the new Apeman trail camera that was sent to me by Apeman. I've heard of these guys. They actually sell cameras in some of the local stores, so I was actually a little more excited to try this brand. Some of the other reviews we've done in the last couple, you guys know that were sent to me, didn't turn out great, but I have hopes for this one. This is the H55 model. It's a 65-foot no glow camera, so there's no pink light when it's recording. Animals should not see anything. I'll just give you some quick specs on this. It has a 2-inch screen in there. It's IP66 waterproof. This is interesting. It says anti-fog clearing. So we're going to check that because I do get a lot of, where we're situated in the swamp here, a lot of shots have a mist on them, especially my Browning trail cameras do that. So the lens fogs up. So we're going to test that out. 1080p full HD video, 65-foot trigger distance. Now the capture speed is 0.5 seconds. So some of our other cameras are a little bit faster, but that doesn't mean anything. We're just going to test this and see, are we missing any shots? Let's get it open and take a look at what it looks like. Okay, so it's actually a nice sized little camera. It fits right in the palm of your hand. Comes with a strap, USB cable, and a mounting bracket. Okay, just looking at the camera, the lens covers and whatnot here. There's a big blue one that everyone's going to see, which is covering your IR lights and your lens, very sticky. But down here on the sensor, there's another one. I can only see it because the corner is sticking up. If that corner wasn't sticking up, I wouldn't have noticed that. And it's not blue. So make sure you remove that too, guys. Okay, so when we open it, we see the 2-inch screen is actually built onto the camera and not the door, and the lens and the screen are on the same plane, so that's good. I have a couple cameras that you open and the screen is on the door and the lens goes with it, so you can't see where you've got the camera set up. This you should be able to put in the tree and you're going to see on the screen what your camera is going to capture for images. So that's a good start. Here's something interesting and weird about this camera. I just went to put the batteries in and I realized, so this could be mounted on a tree via a strap. This would be open and anyone could come along, just pop that and then open this and your batteries would fall out. So I'm gonna have to dock you some points on that, Apeman. That's just weird. I know that if you put a tripod mount in there, they couldn't do that, but 50% of the time, these are just on a tree with a strap for me, so if somebody wanted to mess with your camera, they could. And then speaking of messing with your camera, they have a spot on the back that you can run the cable lock through, but it doesn't shut the door. There's no way to lock the door. Anyone can come along and open the main door here and take your SD card or mess with your camera as well. So, security-wise, you're gonna get a mediocre score. Okay, so I'm trying to put the batteries in, guys. I don't mess around with these reviews anymore. If something doesn't work, it doesn't bloody work. Well, look at this setup here. As I say, to get the batteries in, there's no way to remove this, no way to take a battery pack out. You just put them in. Well, my batteries that fit in every other camera I own are so tight to get in there. How do you get that out? Once you push that in, it's tight. Okay, so these ones are tight. But these ones, which are my backup batteries, don't even bloody fit. They're really tight. I don't even want to push that in there because I'm not going to get that back out. There we go. So I guess you can make it work, but hopefully you don't get batteries stuck in there. Okay, we're gonna power it up for the first time here, just on test mode. So all your buttons are backlit, which is nice. Oh, so it's telling me to push OK on the screen, and I couldn't figure. It says on the side here, very hard to read, but it says menu, up, down, OK. and mode. Okay, I'll just fire some of these off to you guys. It has mode, photo resolution, photo series, video resolution, video length, PRR, interval, sensitivity, target recording time, time lapse, language, date and time, serial number, temperature of the unit, beep sound. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Audio recording is on, default, that's good. Stamp, password protection, and format memory card. So pretty standard stuff. And again, it comes with the cheap plastic strap. But for 70 bucks, I guess you get what you get. Let's try it. So the baby fawns are out and running around the yard here pretty much every day. So I'm going to try to set up this camera where we might get some fawns. They use this back trail at the back of the property here quite a bit. I'm not putting any bait out right now. We're going to leave this out for 2 weeks. And when I get a leftover meatloaf or something, we'll throw it out there and see if we can't get some of our fishers on here as well. I test a lot of these cheaper cameras, and in the $70 category, this is cheaper. It feels like a very sturdy unit, and what's going to matter is image quality and video quality, as well as the fogging on the lens. That's a big issue for me here. So, and they say right on the box, anti-fogging. So how sure are you, Apeman, that this is going to work? Because that's what I'm testing, and we're going to report, win or lose, we're going to report what the quality of this is. We can forgive everything if the quality is outstanding, right? Just one more thing to gripe about, guys. This plastic cheap, it's backwards. So you tighten down the strap like this. Now normally you would just flip this over here closed. Well, you can't. So you've got the camera being pulled tight, and now to lock it, you got to flip this, thus taking all the tension off of, so the camera's not, oh, ridiculous. Just go use one of your good solid straps, guys. This is stupid. So, you know what, guys, I try not to be too negative, but it goes back to the old adage, you get what you pay for. There's enough little niggles with these cheap cameras that you just say, you know, we don't know the longevity in the field when you buy a $70 camera. So if you want to put up with all these other niggles and not know the quality, how it's going to last, then you can take a chance on stuff. Now that I've taken the time to be a mosquito breakfast, the camera is set up. Let's leave it for a couple weeks. I will put some bait out eventually to make sure we get something on it. And this review is going to be short and simple, sweet, to the point. What is the image quality? Because we know all of the other things that you're giving up buying a cheaper camera. You've got the crummy strap, the weird battery system, the unknown reliability and warranty of a Chinese company that, you know, then there's the whole issue of service if you need it. So I can't answer any of those questions, but I can tell you whether the video and photo quality is any good, whether the IR lights reach out far enough, and that's what we're going to check. The next thing you guys see will be footage from that camera. Okay, I just want to sum up quickly the Apeman H55 camera. I've had it out in the bush for almost 2 weeks. Not a lot of footage, and that's not the camera's fault. That's just animals aren't around this time of year where I have the camera, so you got a few shots of me. Unfortunately, it's been a painful experience doing this because I got stung by ground wasps, not from using the camera. The camera seems decent. I'll tell you guys right now, the video and photo quality is not what they say. The photos are obviously interpolated to 16 megapixels. They're probably really only 3 or 4 megapixels, but all trail cameras are like that. The video, they say 1080 HD. I would argue it's more like 720. It's not as nice a video as my Bushnell and my Browning cameras. Again, they're $250 units. This is a $70 unit. I did not use this in winter conditions yet. It did withstand a couple days of heavy torrential rain. I looked at the seals, everything was sealed and fine. So for $70, guys, yes, it will work. I was impressed with the night shots. They were decent. The IR lights do go out probably 65, 70 feet. The sensor seems to go out about the same. We were getting animals definitely over 50 feet. The deer and then myself, when I walked up to the camera, it was starting to trigger well beyond 50 feet, so close to 60 feet or better. So you're getting what they say you're going to get with this. Will it hold up and stand the test of time? I don't know. More testing will be needed, but for this review, guys, I'm going to give this camera a 6.5 out of 10. I'm going to give this camera a 7 out of 10. Just because of the price. What you're getting for the price. Now, will it stand the test of time? Check back with me in 6 months to find out.